Okay, so you let's see, what's that? To inform him the victory. Come on, put your shama. I cannot believe I'm going to constituency campaign. to inform him. See, the member of parliament for Bole Bamba constituency is heading towards Bole Urasafu Palace to go and inform him the victory that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is bringing to Bole Township, is bringing to the entire Ghana and Guadeloupe at large. So all these are reactions that you can see now, what is actually happening in Bole Bamba constituency.
The Electoral Commission.
How?
Later.
Never show. Declare by me winner. Mupa mo he. I'm so captain. Baby, I dare you dream. I'm so what you nyabu try. Baumia 4 million. Den team. Hey, Kofi Apalukura ma me na 19 million. Edu to Mahama so 6,000. After the na no afum enro na wa ferry me catch your plane because me asema minim me nkan eti me na me mia mani se ade no se dem pese me hunu no sansa me ka maka hware easy wo main system now wo the quality resource no MPP plug in, they allowed the New Patriotic Party to plug in into their system. It is a easy catch or say I can nine constituencies are me catch or say Addo Kyei Otu Obwa. Mame Addo Kyei Otu Obwa. Obwa. Me na me catch or me say Obwa. She dey lie. Yeah, and ra. Na boss man asare. So nyana ko beju so no ho. Afro no te sa petition. Me na me ka kire o. Sa professor bi no papa na no doctor say oh professor fe na apia hene no. Sa wo throw letter ba say me apologize to you. Kewo wo pa ko the Hague. Me was a company lawyer from me captain. This one, is there anything I'm saying lawyer? Lawyer said, I'm sorry the way I spoke to you that day. Say lawyer, film phone also. I said, I don't understand you. I'm saying film phone also. Do you know what I know? But lawyer, not know why. Oh, I'm sorry, why? For Kafra. Appear in the MPP communicator. We know why you're Jumada. Yes, strategize. And then, you're not to be a deputy EC person. How? And then, Mam come Kasaka. How? Who ye appear here? Nipa be didn't hold a channel yes of a baby no till one panel no so. Or no me the best channel because of Bibi. Ebusafo na maye madwen say said ye tie bia 50.9 but I come 3 minutes na me mewie na omo prayer after the regional coalition center. I am daring Kyei Mensah to come and tell me, sir, the whole world, sir, as it stands now, we need 40,000 polling stations. Oh, almost system more. Easy, say, over 40,001 polling stations. It's a head and acquire 9 constituencies. Easy system, the must say, I mean, no, say. Me was wo at the top. One more 40,001 polling stations out of the 40,976 polling stations across the country, and they are telling the whole country say I can't now ombwa ni wo ni ferry until I say 9 ne kura no ye lean na ma ba omi obewe why we poto when the MPP Electoral Commission MPP Electoral Commissioner, Jane Kyei Mensah, which I 9 constituencies no, or the best also pay Baumia, or Beko, by 39.92% of ferry. It's so humiliating. Now, as a saka, Kyei Mensah, or my who say, Ghana for yen ye to abano. Said a politician be a fayin dia grobium. Now, boss Masari, minya time ma, ye swear ma ina, you too quaint. Me donya me. Eh, strategy utu ka central region. Ashanti region. When if the NCA me force yam ye ko sunyane. That guy, he was using apia hine to work. Afen obi a ye kwaye balloting. Na apia hene say okochira de and in some mekano meka bia omonchro omoma omo lawyers nchro na so mekokota omonko mechro omo videos and pictures no omonenam. So the strategy was that hey me meko sunyane meko Ashanti region meko Kofodia. Oh, and the second for the ben start am say me nya ye ko sujane me ko juri adaban ne impruka na apia hina ko hye dem ko huri ato agu na sa ameyaw no obelusu seat no me fisunyane ya me be kumase me di 2 days na fa ye di Kofodia 2 days ye be juri agu ma ko juri so ato agu umpo ware honorable one ware catch us who choose one na wo bury worry JB akwaba honorable one worry honorable two there honorable two you're innocent and And about my grand or what in CPP. Me no. CPP na tihado. Anapena na Jane. Opena na Jane. Oh, obi apede ho de. Opena na Jane. Ghana ma yedama say. Say e ka say mon hye man nyam no. Mo hye o man nyam. Let nobody deceive you say Ghana for akoto aba no. A lie. Because easy. That's almost 6.3 million voters. Edugu voters registering. They knew what they were doing. It was 6.3 million every 18 million. I can say. How can the EC come and tell us? Say voter turnout is 60.5%. Obwa abi kwemensa. If you have to say or buy a vice president too, from 7 January. Nanado Osuo. Why did you go and concede the fees without letting me know? Nonsense. Because Ghana you also there. If you buy a vice president, Kasa.
Because you know, yam shake said the Ghana ma obekaya Ghana yabako se menyi ni se biesida. And na JM Crown on the first time what that was 2020 no na vim ne GDA no na ensheda enim sa to say almost sign elusi last 4 years election na almost started campaign hon ko de ba from ho ko ye hu say whoever will follow prof no hu say difference abanimu 2024 election what they compare last 4 years ne kasa ne campaign baby okoye sani osi carry ne ho no it was evidence say maame no wakwa ko sunya de ehu politics ehu kwan a obefa so e de abo and indeed Ghana for men now so action animonyam baby na obeko bia baby obeko bia because na the campaign to Mr. social media omo no mo handle so na okwai wo hono e na Evelyn Tema de media general follow no e de coin so reporter no di free ho ba no tim say e ma ne Ghana for na both e mema no ne ma no ma gia tum atiase say it is possible so bounce betimi abaye vice president e wo mamu a gina so mo eto abandema but then Sebekaya omo policy not policy but make as a promise omo make yes omo be see a bank na aboa ma so ediye because one say emma bibi wo yensam a asomdue wo fie bibi na se bia ye nya sika bebre ne ho nkrede bibi wo yensam a yetumi edane niemani e ma asomdue ba fie enema obia kodwamu a sika ni ho dollar ni hwira na ehwiri eniema ye bosama confusion problems here and there fie kwa na ekoso nti sa banking we no mo de buy so mo besi a eno beboa na oba bia betumi akwaje bosia a ensi hu kuma bi o betumi dia sorry ka hye o madwuma mu kena no I think say no so we ke mom pa na yesre say prof enra wo kasa na etio sorry say wonya code me nya hwem gidi say adwuma na waye no code we de we enka hoda mumma ayi a friend say ginger ne suru sane de lemon bi frama wa onom no 3 days you be fine me gidi say sa policy no yesre mu a se mo famrantem na mo de bounce a bosha mo share yese mo mansi hu no enoso na emma ne benya access bebre wo mu no mo ma ye fe no enka ho na emoama sikasem so enkoye ena ba kon so amaka oba de na wie no JB Osha say boys ade ba ko eboa mo pa wo Ghana ha ye bet trebia TTV so ye oni obi di nkomo ni boy bi di nkomo serious na o twa bet or ye calculation you know adwuma ni kromu ha adwuma ni ha no so wo aban no a wan create bio obi atena se e de adwen ayese okay ma me fa we emra na me hwa se betumi aboa sorte mani mema ni mpanifom because bet no wo hwe ayi a
nhyehyɛ ne nema a ɛwɔ hɔ
ya so da menya number me kwa me kotwa bia me obi ndi ba wo twa obedi metumi aka kyo bi se number we bebo obedi ba me twa bia me ndi obi ana ne de
Say lotto the end they overcall a kiosk a cancer lotto kiosk. What's it?
Different.
I wear your phone so digital.
So that's a lotto is a digital. Digital. But Ivan.
Yeah.
Ya tu abana yo. Papa na man victory speech enra.
More de.
Nti say there ya konta ye president.
Yeah. There be the kind ma.
It's a class of free bono baby o.
Yes, we free both Bono and the Bono East.
To a konta na aba no.
Ya konta ye president.
The kind ma mention what here for na men na Ghana for us say one money pan kasangu. Because this change ama na menim the state of Ghana be women the catch say the only redemptive alternative for Ghana here a change. Changer, you best send a clear and loud message to Akuffo Addo and the tiny band of those family criminals na sabi omunya komia we no they thought say sabi omafa Ghana domum and they could use power to do whatever that they want. Emra ye mu bisa asia na ye kan about nema na ekoso okroma no some people thought say ye na ye saboteurs of government yeah, candy ebeye agu abanye nimase. Some people thought, oh, abanye na mompe na same way, but so what has happened? Me, I don't see this as victory. I see it as some form of a revolution without a gun. It's a revolution without a gun. Ghana for have demonstrated clearly say this government enough is enough, and we need to get them out. And right there, na share the way a man for is celebrating and as for you could see a sign of relief. I said, Bosumbia abesi so now bomb what now we free ho. People were so happy not because a buying for now or be Chesika mobi and now obi expected say to benefit from the government. But you see, time has come as yes sending message to people or any opportunity to rule people say winya to me and Chiresa wona winim nyansa chen obia akwanya and nipa dia ma say at this point in time bedi o man nanim na nhyehyeye ne nema ewo ho yemfa ngu akwam na yenye ni ye vote ya eba ye me say it's more than NDC Ghana for and unanimously akasa we don't want this government, we want change, and that particular change has been registered. Intimidating a person jubilating say the akaya nimno astro change because this is just the beginning. Until Uma Wenije so victory by into the benda by and no, that is not why Ghanaians voted for change. They wanted for a changer, about transforming the life of the people so the average and young people in Ghana will not only have hopes and dreams, but rather they will have economic freedom. Betimi abomo amomanya certain mental independence going forward Ghana ni betimi ya dispassionate atimi akire na dwen about governance na se for
so me twa no information I say kasisi an say metro men akọ KGT eko ka kire KGT administration for say omo so refill hodom no mo fa KGT afama won munya sa ne ma no ya sabi ani ya nyata mato aba ya transfer for 8 years ya to aba awie please mumma emra mofa mra efa nya adwuma metro men na mo ko KGT akwa customer KGT akwa pamo management everyone ko fidu for onye hwe mo probia ye ni bibia ana mo probi ama na account for bibia sampan na mo ko bisa no ko fidu for onye hwe munyai na mo make sure say emra kwan so mo de mra be ye adwuma o customer KGT is a state property. Please, yes, Remo. Say mo ye ndisi tax o, say mo ye metro men from wherever. Yes, Remo. Mumma emra no nye adwuma. Bosome ba ko pa aka no mo de be hand over no. It will not take anything away from KGT. Nti yes, Remo metro men na yasoma mo. Say mo nko KGT mo customer wona mo nko nkoye anema no. Yes, Remo a munya botre na munyai. In due course. KGT be mo dia.
Yes, I think there's such a question and so because we knew who quite so kwaji abanya juma kwaji safo asa ne ma no belonging to the 12th century.
First no more talent near there no more
I think say yenyini and about to we ya say sabi Ghana for enyini e wa manyosem and asemba kwa say meka man kan me to so enye e ba omia I think say o deserve a lot of commendation as a Ghana for Bonabaso for his early concession. JB. Makacha said Jane Mensa a very incompetent woman. Say or any sense of shame or never to mind no dinachi a boss manasare. Immediately and they should look for a way not more resign it. That macho mine and a batting cutting you know Jane Mensa they should resign. And this a yet chairman among for electoral petition the comma president that will come. Mr. Obia and me, I'll write it. So but in order to avoid this shame, no, they should resign and go. Now we need to sanitize state institutions. So that is the message I'm sending them. And about me born about because I know no and early Sunday morning. Obeji adine tu manka tension be cookie wo kroma say no enka ye ntumi nso ano. So I think say o deserve that commendation. It's unfortunate say he has been used in this circumstance. He has become a poster boy of public shame because of Akuffo Addo na nneema oyeye. Abato na ye to ye no. Ghana fo anto aba ntia ba umia. Ghanaians voted for Akuffo against Akuffo Addo and in the family. And arrogance and the impunity they have demonstrated in this country. Now, President Akuffo Addo there, Nyankopon on any bedino or Jim, Afena or Pegana there, yes, the God that will deal with Akuffo Addo is still at the gym. I will Pegana there, because he will not go scot free. Jebi. Oh, yeah, ready of Premier. Because me, I believe, sir, Nema or mine and yet idea yedi agro. Because the way this gentleman has toyed with this country, Akuffo Addo for any fear for the way I'm wasting the resources of this country. Say President Mahama ye mistake. No, can say we will let them go. I think say his tenure may end early. Because that is the reason why Ghanaians voted for that particular change. I can't just say Ghana for unanimously voted for change so that this band of criminals will be held responsible and accountable for their crimes. What one I can't say, what you say will be time will be no. So what's now incisive analysis of damage these people have caused to this country. Indeed, we need to do this and make sure that we sanitize state institutions. And again, institutions are over the years. I added the foundational way a democracy. So now we're going to first ya cracking down. Am state institution trust and electoral commission. I didn't think I'm for BCG, various defense and electoral commission officers because people didn't trust them. It's about trust. Because among for yes, so people were there very aggressive and very combative because they knew that the electoral commission, but this is a state institution that is supposed to be fair, firm, and resolute, or demonstrated that neutrality. So we didn't need this kind of standoff. But because people didn't trust them, they were there and we saw what happened. That is what I'm saying. Said. Some Akuffo should pack their bag and baggage, then they should leave. Then they be going forward. Now I don't want to dwell much on the past. I think the future is what we need to keep in. Because my culture say a celebration. The what you say, bana ubibi die binti na wunya na wani ajia. Then you are making a mistake because you see, and the politics na happen no. Akwasa wuti TV so obi a show. Governance space, and the public platforms no boo. People can get information anytime, analyze everything. It is not about NDC, MPP. It is about Ghanaians have given power to President Mahama. Do the right thing. We are right now. Yenya mamboya force will be the papa no about then you criticize the person. No, that is not what we do.
And until my boys now, more a customer KJTiano, is saying no more casano. Onim, Sabin producer, untumi huehi, untumi boys, untumi call for and a cleaners ho.
Okay.
Untumi boys and a security for ho. In Tama as a huehi, it is a makoloke KJT toilets never horn munina. I mean, it is not right.
Yes.
Munya mutre. Hey, I can't just less than Bosumi. This too shall pass.
Yes.
Munya mutre for because Kofi do for here. Sampai and the chairman or the board chair of the KJT market. If you have anything to do, Sampai they say money in daily. You Kofi do for. Now mukwa koloke up the KJT na. It is not right. And when we say yes, and is this surprisingly? Omuni ni udmini KJT any single contract ever since almost started some year for about 7 years ni. Only omuni any single contract. Every year be an call for the praho. Every year be an call for the clinic. Every year be an call for the security honorable. And they do not have a single contract with them. In Germany who are he? And I'm omudi yes but munya butre. I mean market na ya buy Japadie. No one from Musanko Kano. munya abotre emra kwan so omegye mu boko hwehwe mu a na mo ho so bi adiska mo fa ne nko court na mo prosecute the paper the simple na so mdwemra basa ya de
what is a metro mass basisa
yes e kwofo twitwa the condemn
yes serious
I mean what kind of madness is this
two teams say abra yewura ba omi aba abonten be so de ka kon de say na dana najo e na omode machine kosisi base ho asoso esisi so atwitwa bibia kotoma engine kura no a esisi bases ni mu no omakoton it is not right
sa company ya na wo aboazi nana do krato ono naso amoton condemn
Kofijuma
amoton condemn you see Mahama, you have a lot to do.
I think that I don't think that you hear a lot of reforms going forward. I better take care of some of these things. Because yentiminya mining to akeke say we babe ye we no afa no hodi we ba no why say no afa no hodi. There are a lot of things that we need to do, structural reformations in the entire government architecture. Sebeya ye betimi put certain we be in line. But who say on mine no nimba bia over the years. Across our mind that autopilot, ye nimbe bia yeko. We need to start and build a foundation, and that foundation, must give your friend say, I'm for assurance, say there is hope for the future. For instance, JB, so we have President Akuffo Addo exercise say presidential discretion when it comes to some of the appointment that he made. One has to do with the Supreme Court. I'm expecting that with this overwhelming majority, we need to put a cap on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
We need to cap it. We should not go beyond 14, so that in the future, any person you bring power biano will not be exercising it in a very foolish fashion, just like we've seen. So we need to put a cap on it. And the judges no more Supreme Court, no. You see, some of you have partisan background. You know, say you didn't deserve to be there. And as a sign of respect, just buy out, resign, and go home. And more be me go anymasi. Because papa ya oya failed parliamentary candidate papa tintin ya osha de na hu na say we now offer whole central no you know so you have once contested no sorry eboni dia was Supreme Court bench
the president
Nadine Amenkai I think say ombeka ka kire you know say you are a failed parliamentary candidate you may have the qualification everything but you see in governance in wahum there are ethics, morals, and certain principles you need to adhere to. Sebema public no engender trust. About when you go to Akuffo Addo, what you say Akuffo Addo nkwana manfo ko tutu na. Supreme Court no kan ho bi. Because of certain posture and certain attitude, Chief Justice is where nay, meaning what is going through her head. No, free said she was too powerful and as for men. We tell you, say the people of this country are more powerful than those of you in power. Because power near the mouth. Akuffo Addo in 2016 was just an ordinary man gallivanting on the street of this country with Metro Man and Co. Yeah, they did to me mouth, then you became somebody. Yeah, the 2 minutes where I just would be din. Then we tell you, say yes, yeah, we will send you packing. And you go down as the worst president ever in the history of this country. Mantrahanka. And he's going home in shame. He's going to sit in the hall of shame forever. And that is the message we sent you. And going forward, so when you're to me, you should know, say, you need to respect people. The arrogance of power, and display at some point in time, they made people more kind of credit their target. Journalists or more chroma saying, I'm a swelling in as a forum, media houses are invading as a forum because Nipanu use platform Canadian. And this is a president I was proud of as a human rights activist. People are expecting say what Kenyans are this is what I've been fighting for over the years. And to me, I'm using the power to do the right thing. But wabun guna o Kenyans asem na wontie thinking say be na yempa aban asem na yeka but enne Ghana for even including MPP for my memo kumase for abaso this time around I think say they came around because you see the message I send say politics na enye partisan ethnocentric tribal kind of sentiment na yekwa express it is about nipa no the man and there no ye bi wo free kumase na eba se me do ko kumase enne. Now where they were asantefo to Abama Akuffo Addo na MPP now bisa say e dia ben na wanya free way ma we be ho. There was the last time I was talking to somebody and what is the signature project of the MPP Kumase or say Kufuor maternity na me say oh bodam nipa no see confirmation no Comfort not in the sea, no crown, and kind of our question maternity portrait be the sea baby. What I overcome has them. We need to show people respect. And going forward, you know, I think that this whole thing called people call victory, me, I don't see it victory. I see, say, a responsibility. Ghana for people on President Mahama and the Ghana for any people are watching us. What is going to happen? We cannot come and sit here and say, oh, because we wanted change into no. And the platform has widened. Yanka will be back. So I think say wow Kenya to serve this in this particular government, you know, you should know say you are not coming to serve your stomach. Because Akuffo Addo decided to serve the stomach in the family and those kind of cabal, any arrogance Ghana for chiri. Because I have characters like Asilousu. Kwanya ya faso ye gu nanim ase Ghana open nipa omu adem fere adem fa nipa nya hwe ba kwa no ene osedem na po wanted to be our vice president na nke be da so kuma.
It's exactly 6 a.m. on the dot, and this is 3 FM News. My name is Blessed Godspring Smart, together with my brother Johnny Hughes, who presented news this morning. First on the bulletin, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, aka Napo. How? How?
Yeah, but Kroma.
How?
Yeah, but Kroma Manopa.
I mean, how? That's why, yeah. Napo, I'm a vice president.
Yes.
How?
Yeah, that is how low these people draw governance to. Captain. Because all respect, and I'm like I say, but me a candidate, and I say for Nipoku, conceive the idea. Said that gentleman should become a running mate of the MPP, you know, at the Ghana for United.
But yo, Facebook for my brother. 2.1 say, me pesa me share say 34.7k views, 2.1 live. Oh, Charlie, me much if you share. Oh, says share the link. You have a bumpy cover, and then someone may walk on no. But I bet now me uncle. Come. I say see, say you, say here. We share no I can. Could you share? Yeah, share. If you share, come. Brako.
Yeah, Captain.
Very quick, before I know so you say suhum omohono issues bebre ene wo ho na electoral commission panino wo ho no. Yes so amode ballot papers na ne box ni na eba ko forudua. Police for e de atwe na military for de atwe. O ma be men kase party for because
so mo so de atwe.
Mo so de atwe. E kwam ye say frɛ bia kwadum. Krofo besi pampum na de ekoso ho no eni enya. I think we have the video.
Independence na we yenjem proposal are.
Well, asante.
Oh. Why we on number 1, why we?
Amuko boy chiri. To them amuko boy chiri.
Oh, chiri mo bi anywhere.
Any to lawyer ayifo Michael Kyei Junior.
No, we demand the person one year. We said it and run as you say. The last straw of their strategy using the regional coalition centers. Eti enra wamode nkrata no every dom kwabenya every okankwe ekono na 13 any 30 polling stations no ma alter figures no. Eti former first vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party Fred Oware shadi di no se we dear obi de nsaka wa hu ye no me kire JV said ye no nipa no wa hu ye ti we dear monfa de akari na montugu na monfa 100 no in declare se sa 13 ne be ka ho anka Patrick Koy eno de yi na ya hwe makokwe ba no ntene ho asese wawe opontwe ne papa moja yi na Wari until the ones obe court obe Wari number 1 Wari senior question.
Captain, So
hey, what's the videos we are?
My name say I ready there. I ready, right? Okay. And the uncle so more there.
So yeah, omo kwana na omo ba no.
White boys, you need baby omo free. Omo so ko share omo ye frɛ bi akodum. Ɛhɔ na omo de sa ade na akɔhyehyɛ so a omo kɔ so we mayhem wo ho.
Enyendu mayhem.
Enyendu mayhem. Mayhem no de ahin no.
And then it's a butu muni pe wu moja. I didn't worry. Oh. Worry na ba me yakura jam na wo.
So mo pesa franka pale.
But I'm before anya dey bi me ya kakra. Funim. Ba me consider defeat and omo shate coalition system ne down. Eti parliamentary candidate na no coalition and coalition.
Ayo.
You know. Eti we had the corner MPP for the so mon tiase police for protozoary galamse so galon na edikosi ni nche no onum bi wari next time ye kasa mo betie ba ye beti pattern so ye bechem ye kasa mo chema mo pese mo betie
General, there's an unfortunate situation we see with Jubilee House.
They here only never no parking.
Pamu police for this. Like the 2017.
Only 2017
Yeah, I mean, since I said the man started say a popular. I mean, various places. Say be KJT and as for more ye. I mean, they are likely to be repeating the same thing because over here 2017 now here they will almost see Pamu police for the soldiers for every
okay, I some two for catching and I don't know.
Yes, because
Ghana for the company and Ibrana tour but here John Mahama.
Yes.
Now also I know near me Ghana for the company and Ibrana betua betia.
Any she where they she some can.
She some any Akuffo Addo ne. When anyway go asia padi no me do nyameje party bi o baby agina busu afon kwa na be bo agide so.
But I mean at say the working nana ewie na dwuma obafi a menye shots na ni beka titro wo MPP party for penifo no treatment o mode ma friend say o papa no o nya bi
wa Akuffo
yes
say the page o asema na okay no nana do no
nana do nya bi o
dem yen so e Mahama in we nsema me wodi nam de ate
yes penifo bi ba abro na papa we de wa ba abro pa abro mu abro
so hey for the super now done the not to say if you penny na who say when you cancer then obewu nti if you japade na or that is exactly what he did.
No, what?
No, that is what he did.
As if you penny when you cancer.
You nim so obewu nti say go na or shin na mana se nti o kwa nkra no pa mo de on be bia mo nya mo ho. This is obia odi abro na timode na adwemone ono ankasa the party and look at the MPP as a political party, a party that was tagged as an intellectual party.
Oh,
and then against station boys and take you over. Yes. Then against station boys now captain
then boys
station boys captain
also grab
no captain me say I said this but we campaign now osati here no campaign no osati here no the candidate was Baumia what man there the spokesperson for the candidate and the possible will be president Ayaman Miracle Abuaje, a very combative arsenic guy. You see, political communication, you need to understand it. You need people, those people, you need them at certain area. That is why you need them. But at the point, you need somebody to lead president communication, about convincing people, because this guy is the mouthpiece of communicating government policies and so forth. There are certain posture and certain dynamics there you need to employ, appealing to intellectual class. That guy, are you sure, say, obetimi appeal to any intellectual person in this country.
Why?
That miracle abuaje. So and then your friend say obeti say napo. Me say sanka easy for ya mra. Say obi ato aba say obetimi no kraman betimi ato aba. Oto na kraman ato. Napo cannot even convince or no ankasa na kraman to vote for MPP. I'm telling you. He cannot. And when we say these things, people think it's a fact. Because he cannot even convince his own dog to vote for the MPP or himself. Because he's so arrogant, full of himself, he doesn't know how to talk. And you wanted to impose this guy on us as a vice president. Jamamufi said, yeah, Jimmy. Ghana no nyamodio. I'm telling you, the young people of this country own this country. They control this country.
Yes,
now they are well educated. They understand what is happening. You see, no. It's true, Captain.
We are sending message from
Oh, can be answer me.
What kind?
Oh, can be answer me. Oh, can be answer me. Can be answer me.
That's how betting I can.
Oh, that kind was what you brought for can be answer me.
Crash ya odi awa kan wa de.
Me who cry.
I said, Jamie, where from this guy? His words are too poisonous.
The point being say what about crime to be a. Na point being conversation on one crime on top.
Captain, you need to get serious. And now a child say level I could do here no. They didn't respect anybody. So me, I'm gonna say MPP Council of Elders na clear. No. There was a time I was asking, say Council of the Elders. No, I am crying penning for because sometimes you wonder.
What's the Council of Elders?
We am crying so we am penning for no more Council of Elders because how can any person on his right senses will conclude say, oh, na push you? I can't get it because you see, Baumia may have his own weaknesses. The reason why we appoint vice president and say you may have weaknesses because the jail bit me Muhammad to me. Because you bring people from different angles so that they complement you to make you a whole. That is the whole essence of vice president. But if I know as a vice president, no problem at the no honor. As such a win him that Ghana for
every day.
Kasa. He doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't respect. Or no necessarily your friend is saying they don't deserve to come anywhere close to where governance is being undertaken. These are the people we are talking about. And then Captain, back to your third force of honor. You see, my culture said we need to get serious in this country. When this whole thing started, I said, sir, it is not about bringing in new parties. And for the NDC and the MPP, all that we have to do is to hold people accountable and are responsible for their crimes.
Exactly. That's right.
America, but people on your friend said TikTok or a vote to Chrome were just there making noise. Tell for us that vote to checking numbers. 0.05. And you see, the Americans are saying, these people were just exploiting the emotions of frustrated young people. Do you know why? It's about on the election day. Many ambassador, your friends Victor Smith, former chairman of Wenaya War, your friend is saying, Central Eastern Region, Captain. We went through a lot of polling stations. Me say, sir, candidate, but who couldn't know what candidate were ground, or any agent. Then on social media, then you were fooling people, the media president. But the investment that they need to do to even get people at the polling station, they didn't have anybody anywhere. Now what's your kind of movie they didn't tell for? But say if you are not ready, don't come and joke with that because Ghana any lotto agency. We need to get serious in this country. You understand? So all that you have to do, Mahama, he's the president now. Mahama is here. All that we have to do, hold him accountable. Or performer, we give the party extra and performer, you know what to do. That is the way forward. But you can't say that because I'm free China never. About import to Chinese mind. It's the same people. So we need to set our mentality. Who said this is what we want. At the end of the day, said never go wronger. The way we punish Akuffo Addo, we have the same way to punish any other person. That is what we need to do. But those who come and play those toy parties and those jokers who come and say, whatever, come on. They can't even send agents to collation centers, any police station. You want to be president? I think they should give us a break. Ghana Yellow Agency. Ghana is too heavy. Akuffo Addo the swan no. And not that for my I didn't dance so no. And economy no. Wabubu economy no wager no hoko. Na ya can't or continue idea no baye. I think so no one continue no tune anywhere nechi. What has happened? I'm sure that forever he will live in shame forever because my culture say Akuffo Addo forever belong to the dark pages of our political history. Or your name, a man from person Bakai. Because whenever you remember his days, a pain, and that kind of way in the Baba dream, but it's not supposed to be so. Yeah, but near free so on in any, there be a catch or captain, but your generation, you know, and young man, you know, would fit it as well as a penny winning jet. Now, I know, maybe tell me the 100 years, I don't need 100 years. We are Macama judge now. I don't need 100 years, but I don't want to be weak. You understand? I don't want to be weak. And it is not about age.
No,
Captain, Mammy, who is there? A friend, Oko Bible, Matusala. Yes, you did say
900
yes, you did say
37.
Yes, some ben or Bible, my Matusala.
Matusala can say
yes, some ben or Bible, my cousin Matus only to Saka, but Jesus was 33. And no years after. So it is never about how long, but how well. We are serving people. I think we need to do right. Then you live and go. You do the right thing. Make sure you impact positively on people.
What 100 a year?
100 years. Oh, Master, we need to do the right thing. Impact on people. Do the right thing. Kwame Nkrumah several years ago. But the day that Kwame Nkrumah died, you know, a lot of people died. Baby, you see, but Nkrumah, you tuned how many times? You tuned how many times?
3 times.
Because you didn't free Guinea, but you could see any baby. I said, yes, you to give
That's right.
3 times. That tells you how important Nkrumah no Jessica Neo. No, he was one of the poorest guys.
Oh.
Well, no new estate. But the guy saw the need to build Tema as an industrial city and a residential area. People are fighting for plot of land. But the guy had a vision and set up that particular thing. So, Madam for Professor Befreme, he wasn't sure that Mahama can deliver or not. Now, I say, just vote for him. Because at this time, the elections between Mahama and Bawumia, just vote for him. But one thing I can't say, Mahama, I will name him, or the opportunity to be Ghana's best president because he has been there before. And he has the same opportunity to be Ghana's worst president because he has been there before. But the choice is his to make. Yours is to give him the power. The choice is his to make. So now the boy is in his court. Or no tenancy who Ghana for Afaso Akuffo Addo Numasiel Tuno to the extent that the MPP people voted for him now. A chair say and your business as usual. Governance going forward, the captain assistant and your NDC MPP BM. And your Ghana for na yet one a yafe and say na do the right thing. And I'm sure say Mahama has a right conviction. He will do the right thing. And friend is saying association in near or making sure say he gets strong people. You see, sometimes Adebakwema buying failures when you center around yourself, bootlickers, sycophants, people who be doing yes massa. You need people who will be very frank with you, look you in the face and tell say, Mr. President, who did some when you are aware of such things, trust me, you will survive because Ghana for are really ready to ensure say we will not go to the dark days of Akuffo Addo anymore. We are moving on. I want us to get to a point that the Ghanaian dream will be possible where average Ghanaian young people wake up and they see, say, I have a future. Ghana needs sorry and Kotana Panto say or Italy and say anywhere. But here they will have a future here, they will have economic independence, they will have that mental independence so that they will help us to build our country. People Ebejina platforms, oh, motor abama mena mewenea, mema mo vesa mo to come on. You need the resources, the human resources, what you need to build the country. You are sponsoring them to go outside to go and do what? We need to ensure that the people we train, we put them here, they help us build our country. And before Sabesino, there must be hope. There must be such incentive available. And that is what we are looking for. So those of you who are on the street jubilating, trust me, and your jubilation asem. A jubilant affair never started, and as soon. Until what DBI and Pybon support and better actually. And yeah, Nigeria, because Ghana for are not going to give President Mahama any room to breathe for. The mere fact the economy not said that cannot be a justification. The Akuffo Addo chapter is almost coming to an end. We all know he's no more relevant in our political scheme of affairs. Nobody's going to talk about him because dark dreams that you don't want to. Going forward, we want to channel all our energy, which is positive, to ensure, we build a Ghana that is so resilient, Ghana that will give average and ordinary Ghanaian hope and dreams, and also, a bit more that kind of economic incentive, no power na Ghana for a teenager baby. And now to Kruma, na so obetimi akasa wo economic independence. You should be around 50 years and above. Or might be at so you need to have young people having access to capital. Because risky investment in form. Young people are going to buy houses, they are going to marry, they are buying mortgages and so forth. But you waste all your youthful days. By the time I was a vacancy, doctor said many way. At that point, life better no.
What's that
Time I was a vacancy,
doctor said
men now to us now a life better. So we need to build a foundation that will kickstart young people early. It's not about myself, it's not about you.
You're sure.
I just want to wake up and I see say everybody at least on the session everybody is comfortable. Everybody to a certain extent. You don't have to rely. That's why I say phone for Captain Smart and say no. There are certain basic things as human beings we deserve it. And that's all that power is about. Yeah, used to me to better the life of people, build a just society where people will have life for say be fair. Nanya sa de be hu ye arrogance o Kenyans asam kire nipa tintintinti o ka wontie. And we no. We told you, we thought we hated you. Nobody hate anybody, Captain.
Oh, chair.
Now we are no. Next time we are penina. That's I'm correct Kenyans asema. You should listen. At the point young people on the street agitating said your friend say galamsey say nyuma. You had the guard to arrest them in prison. So ni was in jail for the uncle no because he was demonstrating to the jail. And then Bambi say you can rise against your own people and survive. Go to Syria today. Bashar Assad. Well, Ghana call Russia. And then the family will rule for 50 good years. Oh, Syria. And then they make multiply more call Russia. Because the people are sorry said that enough is enough. So that enough is enough mantra. No, is playing out the whole of Africa. And I think that and no less a Ghana for your fashion near Genaso near the Sisanya Brabo and going forward. And there are a lot of reforms. And then as for Makacho said ministerial position, President Mahama Kasa Obetiso, but we need to cap it and make it a law. So Oba, you can't project it above a certain limit. Supreme Court, we need to cap it. Say we need to go a certain extent. And then the amount for any trust or this institution, we need to cleanse it because Supreme Court that way. I think that some of the judges must go because some of them have become partisan dogs. They are being used for all sort of funny things. They know themselves. They need to back out because this time now you have sanitized state institution. Maganda and you hope. Trust in us for the security agencies in us for national security. Yeah, you so criminals in us for we need to sanitize the state institutions. Sabi Ghana and Libya hope. Because Ghana na yabe build, and not one person ever build. Yenyi na yabe build together and making sure say it's our future investment and whatever that we put in, we all reap it. And Captain, last one has to do with Senate. I think that one of the best promises President Mahama Maniji has to do with the Senate. You see, sometimes we are doing who they were doing. You see your Senate contribution now, who call retirement. When the panel, some of them are living in abject poverty. Or condition, they need those money. So we need to create a certain window. So in an emergency situation, one kasa we see kana would you go exactly. We are not fena busia for kuku obi kwaje dura kuku we bika. Nani pana or no bra ye kira de no one benefit you abusia for na eku for that particular bani. So I think there you see governance no say net here what's an answer gene. You see problems, you weave solution, then as for now they address it. Then Akuffo Addo man for say just odi that is okay, that's fine, but there is a solution to that. You see, Yen set up a looting commission. Says a commission, they have power of attorney. Then the young hauling now match them wire or the Sikakosi Cathedral. Every day we on the TV so then he will be able to communicate to Ghanaians why he took some of the silly decisions that he did. Because he said America's cathedral, $58 million.
Oh, that's 312 million.
Say another contract sum. Then I saw for now. That is a test case. I think that we need to for the first time as a prosecutor for who said Sabi or mining our group in a yedi. We need to send a clear message. Captain, the last time I said there are two things a state cannot do. You cannot show weakness, you cannot show mercy. Because when you do these things, people will capitalize and they will rape the nation. We need to send a message to these as of say they are not above the law. Wouldn't mean for Yankopon yet Romani. every Sunday I go to church, you go. And you won't even cast me a bosom, but we didn't cast in the name of God. You go down. You understand? And that is what we need to do to these people. We need cathedral hunim there. We need any hunim there. For one man so we need to send a message to them. Say the day of accountability, or because a judgment day, a tabuda number. We need to put them on the saw to let them know, say, or minor, you cannot joke around and get away with it. And I think, say yes, I name away. Trust and hope a man for a year fra by mo. Abana nesi no. Ghana for you not one year is in your hello. Yana people were peeping, looking at what some people were doing. A tiny band of family criminals, a cartel of unintelligent criminals. They are doing it with brazen impunity. Ghana for say men way and one year by year. Say the pub before can pass a 7 your friends are platforms and as a fortune Ghana for. And then we have asserted say we are the owners of the land and Kroma Kyei. O say Ghana for na mo hu omo ase. Yes, say omo mpekasa na as for now. O get it to their nerves and they will show you say indeed they are there. And I think that is the point. This is the point for us to reform. And a revolution in NLC, a revolution without a gun. You use it as an opportunity to turn around things. Now Ghana will work again. Trust me.
Patrick, let's make a break. Adden. Your friend Ivan. The deeper innocent. Chabran say you're too or innocent?
Very innocent. Extremely.
Patrol when she and Mebruna or no any police for the swatch here Kasunti, a best regional police command and information here picking on Nafe. One more modern Nafe Uncle Sano my Iyoko. Iyoko. Mami ne yefense tiwa. Iyoko. Abobo am nkrata no egu ho wie.
Wanya digest sister tiwa ma na ho.
What say?
Wanya digest sister tiwa ma na ho esi Iyoko animu.
We sister tiwa esi Iyoko animu. Na start no nim ne bo. Iyoko. Mumu we sesa mo chi akrofo no. Say ye be chemo. But enye ne yaboa no agu ho. Cathedral seven de me kapena me ama so Pentecost asofo no frefre me. But ma men kan kire sofo bia okrum ha. And say we dim say 90% of your sofo okrum ha na. Omunye normal. A business. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
90% a business. Nipa bi wo mu nya adwuma nya no mo pesofo ani. O se nyame afre no. Nyame mfre obi a okwa.
Akwaya enra na wo boni video head up batini na sefa nkasa me roti ba bi do we just say wo da be gira ha kura mic say o sofo. Akwa kutu bi na batin kan kutu wi. So o hye nkom.
Kama na o ye kokofu fine. Eti National Cathedral asofo no. Ye beti commission. Na no de Mahama ntimi nkasa onje. Kaya de be kwa kotu nsuo nim na ya kata nso. National Cathedral sofo bi a wo so bi a ready. Document bi a wo bi abobo no go ni nkura anwe. Enye sheka sikwe no abeka chen say nsuo afa certificate. Bobo wo document anu gu ho. Me a me so pani kanem opoko yina na ye first. On you did 3 days to cry ewo Medina cell cry ye. Nani so beda na ho. Ne asofo baby aye ko wo mem ha no. Chrono is not ade aye here. Me si dan yo afia nim JB nim. Enye dan ketekete. Na 6-unit classroom block. And then 6 million Ghana cedis. No, Ghana for 6-unit classroom block. Dine pong ketenketin siya to say studio we are 6 million. Na yes you are buying contract in contract there sanity. No. Yentimi ntwen saabio. Yewie eno a ye de ani betre narcotics control board me free narcotics control board snitch se CA snitch na ho no tama tenkran koye no emre kakra na nipa bia bedi ewo eye snitch no asem wo ho me facilitator Mekong National Lotteries Authority NLA trouble
Samioko
me wia Mekong ECG ye wia Mekong ECG me fi ECG Mekong Ghana Water me fi Ghana Water wia Mekong KMA me ko KMA na oman na yetimu no me sa me fa oman sika ka me encheme but ehu pa se yeti oman te se Ghana na kom sei edinipa na akoto wan akwa na fese sa mo agric minister no ko
akoto free
body
na say Brian Chapo na agriculture
she nya wan aka tell say crime has no expiry date
okay
nya wan aka tell me enti Brian Chapo ho a afri yakoto ne crime ai papa no ese ye de unim Sophie efa na chi twene yemo nso no pie me na me ka kire we ye dumre wo we need to punish people cruelly obi ani beda no ho say wakra fertilizer say 12,000 bags 12 million bags na we say efrum ponko asisa fertilizer no ko na kwa we ni nam kumase say ne papa ya fam otumfo a cha me here sha o papa na di a cha me here ba wo de obedi minister and yeah mama nka sam show I don't go for fee say ye chi wo otumfo be ka bia ma de so otumfo be ka bia ma ko tu mahina wo ye galamse ha eno yesi akoto I drop e ko gu e first me kudu ka ni so ado bi ahwe asum munya hohwe me se mo da mo nda krom ha ye ne mo betena bruta krom ha ko ye wo msesi ye wo me se mahama nya ye nya ye be mobilize boys no ye be ye mahama ti of Jubilee House asa ne ye de me kudu ka kwama no na so so e be ma onja no ade ye be ye wo krom ha no wo be bo wo nsama manyame ye wie bifi wa pa me ko roads ministry ai amakwata
ande me fo aso pa
he wo fa yi wo aduane bi adi wo bibia ya yo
ndumunuru
na asem ho me hu now agi kache wo nua beba no oh Paul Admo chede so ni ha oko wa recording the show that on ti o me born ne sa na me mate
sa ko be ti wa betra TV so bi
wa born dam
nim gas oh god
ah ye wi me ko NCA me ye wi me ko NCA me dre wo mo se na sabi mi wotumi bia oh kade bia omo de ye and ye bi ba wuntumi stations kame ko NCA Joshua de me na ma ko chim kakra na ma ko dwun so aba me ba na ma hese metimi abia wo ya de na nya me wi a ye be me investigating Rebecca Akuffo Addo sa bag na okoto ye wa America shopping na omokoye no we investigate Rebecca Akuffo Addo cause who couldn't be president no one could bag $50,000 somebody should tell Rebecca Akuffo Addo
that is how unsmart these people are
so you see we shopping receipt oh we shopping receipt oh you guys think that asana ya bodam but they person ye gi o man si ha say ye wi a me say asante be dey to owu betu no funu tibi twe nyame na wa order pizza from UK na egu plane ni to Land Cruiser akɔgye pizza from UK Okotoka International
na ya na offer president
nkrofo ndi Ghana pizza se British Airways be siri yi nkrofo nsuo a ombenom afrimu a nsuo a nkrofo benom ne Ghana ha na sa nkrofo we muti wona omo sai galamsey na wuntumi waye na no to se ponkwachi na onenam kuma se bembram to se bodani awane na odin se hunu saa kuma se abonte panimu bi antumi tu akwa weefo obete poke saa konta mines no ne Ghana forest na wuntumi asɛ no obebo ne se me fi ho a mekɔ education ministry me fi ho a mekɔ education na po ene adutwum me wi a mekɔ energy na po kwan a yetime de Ameri esi eposo every UAE Dubai ye chire ho baby e de aba bedru Ghana $5 million. That the same machine enye MPP de buy wobodi kosi kuma se da ye nuanu asante for se na na do be substation 10 ni dia mahama na de buy na wo say efita krade ebe se kokuma se $41 million. $41 million. Na me se my di me ko break na my di me twen se fakan me twen Paul Adomo kire me twen Oketechi Afrifa wo na metra radio ntimi so keka kwa asem me se me twen wo nobody should dare try Mahama din se hunu aye aye be kan ya de ba se what wo ye din kan wanu tumu de a aya kan wanu tum shut up me twen se fakan na ne sa akwa bi no Paul Adomo kire no wotimi je panimu ka aware wo horo ho
Electoral Commission says Akuffo.
O se
President Ministry no.
Last one day and said ne. That's right. Sir John say Sir John say to you say conform be betime nyane na fi asamado aba.
Hwehwe ni so no asande na shamanam.
That's right.
There be Sir John there.
Hwehwe ni so no asande na shamanam da kam Sir John sankoda. Me ana mo fa. But we are chimota for us no why you will.
Captain, we see sometimes what tenants now had Nema and Akuffo ya wahu. That's a one yam botera. At time. Because the 2 million you pass young fans nipa, show people respect. For need your money pa because nipa did 2 million. But all of a sudden, abaye sika pray then as a form who change you brabo because what you want nipa ni more dada. Abrant say ya no ya Akuffo Addo ne spokesperson na yes on na yiri ya ntokwa obi a oyere na han dan a woda ne nchen all of a sudden what's see abrosan say abasa wo kan je nipa no to abama ne say onim nyansa people amanfo akọ school amanfo abre aye nyuma over the years. I have friends who are professors in the university. They are living moderate life, but these are people who attend the highest pinnacle of academic way. Why?
You giant.
Oh, Obeluso. Professor Nano, when the better now catch I said they are not even getting more than $100,000. Cannot crack. Then young people are said, you see, me politics me who is as I may buy a pebble who be a deal because my catchers are winning and said now when I would take the best house or drive the best car. Now what see about 10 is about 10. And the street is paved with desperation, hopelessness. Obi, you obey the crowd when you're about time the button. Just say we you can never be happy. So you make sure that you do things right. Say at least Obi and I walk around. You infant any part when I know and for any party. What I said, there are people more wealth, but they don't showcase it. But these people, common sense, young sanket and get the bomb my crowd, because of arrogance of power. And then Maria. And the down because you can some way in the past every mutia stemma. And you take it as some there futua. Say be betting your bomb was when they may. Every year they were so combative. a mo target amanfo kasa na ye put a target at your back why you krum hane enko ba bi ha na ati ho I want to be hunu na yen
why
because you cannot
the only time I'm die
me say me akwanya na yenya o bedroom kra ba ha be kan okra kire wo na obi ansoro bia o what is the worst you can do sometimes when I'm about time I say oh na security bang. What is the worst thing that you can do? We've been here for 8 years. What can you do? So do the right thing and then get away. That is it.
More Pakifi Jubilee House. The Pamacho Jubilee House cameras now. And one main entrance ho. Ebe do reception ho no. Patwa nya modea. Na wo se mo to 4. Wo 2 year no fa ko ho. Cause I know an adjournment Jubilee House. Mo to cameras na 4. Mo fan kwatara ho. Akuffo Addo nipo 2 year hwehwe no fan kwatara ho. Na yesa West Gracia ne be mama ha mate afrim.
Oh, I don't on deserve West Gracia bia. Ne West Gracia no cathedral ne say $58 million. Yeah, tete afrim kopim sabi ne time da so. They don't deserve anything from the state.
Yahu and near my Jubilee House when I must start packing in the we are aware. Because Jubilee House on the enemy on a tour. Because I buy new Akuffo immediately every day. And you see, sir, nine is your honor. But Akuffo Addo, I mean, cancer, you have lost your respect as a human being. Break Baba. But I did be one person was sharing so they say, Mammy, we penny Adri Kyei Otu. Hey, Evanse, how did I? Adri Kyei Mensa. The only issue Wabagana ha election be anywhere. Why are waiting me in the figures in that right there? Jehon election, sir. Wa organizing nyina no bako kure ni wa mami we etimi ya ba abaya announce bako bam na chese ye wie Addo Kyei Mensa hu and 2017 ade because so I will not sit here and say it should be repeated. But it can be repeated in moderation. Oh, yes. Yes.
That's it. It can be repeated in moderation, and that's just obviously. Oh, I say.
There be a name.
Oh, yeah. Say, what person will cause a man named Kosokra? A man named Kosokra. We're repeating the same thing in moderation. Obi see me, Mr. Say, na. Obubonko for Abekom, Oboko Agrada Hana. Oh,
Agrada, the son, no, to the baby. On the Ghana scan near Agrada. On the Ghana scan, I'm
about to be Mr. Questions view.
I don't want to share an income. Sorry about me, I was not the 51 tone and chain.
So, awesome car. Man is also.
We have a man in crime. Yeah. Sa kuo bi da mo from peace council no. O me nipa be ya. Bibia e fine. Sa group bi da mo from peace council no. O bi Bibia e fine. Yetuma atoaba 2020 nipa 8 wuye. Yenum we anka hwe. Ya to about 2024 ya boni pa 62 peace council entimin kahwe winim ade a say peace council aye omo issue statement say ballot papers egugu fam ya say ballot papers
nti ye gwasesa
na. See, it's so absurd. Sir, asase so a ye wo no nipa peace council say wo nwene ho ballot paper go from time na ye kwoto aba no we said say peace council entinsim na adri Kyei mensa onye ne niema yie peace council enti
yeah
and the baby ade na duro no hwe 2017 meti adom and your friend say one ACPB e wo Jubilee House ye bono
why bono be
yes you free one kono almost suspect say oyendis.
Can you imagine?
Yes
I was here.
I wo Jubilee House
ACP police ni.
Oh obi 29 wo police ni na ya ase.
Oh Jesus Christ.
What say here? Police for the soldier for Jubilee House in Ako. And ra your number o me fie ho no who say car ben so.
Hey, what is
Obi akọ.
Asa brewa num no. Hwe.
If you are not a soldier for the police for the Jubilee House, the home him take to Bako catch us a capture who could draw. You are here in this house. I'm saying, hey. Oh, you guys don't know the person you are dealing with. Shade ade police ni. Chasing to sakola keto he. Police no mudi na chisa no. Party boys.
We
2017 ya Jubilee House run about so he. Police ni edwane no. Or the car neighbor. Okay, police ni or drive hade on way. Shade.
Oh Jesus.
What is it? Or treat to Jubilee House.
High level of impunity.
Soldier for here. I don't want the police.
Yes, why then?
Or she uniform. She at police vehicle, official van.
Okay.
One say one party about power. Jubilee House. Akuffo Addo sat there.
Yeah, no, the video no
and watch this on. And the police officer, he was beaten.
Yes. Impunity.
Civilian. What the heck can I echo? Shadendi. Jubilee House. What was a pick up on more chamber that you know? Ye puli pick up apia sa wo ko he police officer and in penny for Jubilee House e behave to say chimpanzenic reggae musicians.
Hey, chimpanzenic
reggae musicians.
Hey, general
That's not how my name we call so here. Your committee in Jubilee House, I think a day before the swearing in. And because safi na asa jama ade ne ya ba asa deputy radio so no ade ya ni answer bi anim police ni untimi a transfer no
simple
you need free Jubilee House fa ne ko ba bi foforo but you don't molest a police officer. They were on duty oh. And omunya intel say party boys ebebewura Jubilee House. And indeed party boys ebebewura Jubilee House. And I'm catch so je ni baako so say ye chime no woda na wo drive.
It's
Sakwaro say na say ye Jubilee House echi ha kametumi ambu na kunu.
David, also can you?
We anybody know say see a chime no. Woda na wo drive car no over captain send na me here adwuma. Ye chime no now no na drive car no.
It's a man day.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, ready ya go.
Akwana na drive. Na nia brida no huna o change pe chese.
Me bring this off akra no.
Me TV asa da pesa me ya ade bi e wo ka nim na ye wo mi na ye wu
bia ho man ne
but I tell am say no David we dey me njai papa ba ko oteme di fa so no wa ye din wutimi say de e koso no papa ne mpelem say no me ye bibi na papa we wu a ase na busuafo be say innocent person because ade am ye no ke ye wo ka nim na ye na ye be finish and they know I can do it. Cause we run in Papa no one pick up no. I would dey Yankopon. Me trust Francisco Kune training me. Run in Papa say why are you removing your shoes? Let me say do I have a weapon in my shoe? Or say no, it's okay. But me share Papa not tell no say captain. Mr. And we are say Mary here. Tijai what? We want me enkola. Omo nti dia wo ye na so kai. Ba me metiase. Mr. Jai what? Jai. Na me chite mo ha. Kaye pick up ni mu nyina. Kaye na ibewu. Madam catch so je no odibula so say una na on drive. So captain na me ye adwumo. Ba sergeant. Yes we Mahama in we are. That's a uniform. Oh me come be asakwa no. So me chine baby no mangua na. Na friend ko do smart. What was that me see if you came? But Rome in Pabua, what's the driver's side? No, what to be do boot a bit Siam Coco.
That's not to me from Russia.
What say? So not your military boot. China running protected. Some is more military boot.
That's all you suggest.
Sir. Oh, I'm copam police in no you post for.
What's that? No, oh, someone did.
You preach violence, so but you do baby on. We a security officer, Jane. Sa ban se sa obe free ho ti ba dwene nya dwuma won say police for the soldier for bi ho a omo nam krom freely ebidum so akoka dem
obi di toilet so kro
oh me na for bi obema camp omo ntimi mpie say omo pre transfer
ni emu hwe
soldier for pre transfer afa one na pre transfer you do this to a police officer. I was not there, I didn't know.
Oh, sir.
I was not there, I didn't know. Officers are police officer way. I remember when it's and then.
Well, I think the security system has been too partisan.
Sure.
Seriously. Here, General me patrol message we nan can you say me bomber me ma. But it is necessary to say me ma. Not a schoolmate, but a security personnel. Or say, let's make our security institution great again. The political affiliation are too much.
That's
and
right.
It's the downfall of our country. If those who are to ensure that law belongs to the political force, then the country will not go forward. This is a security personnel. Yeah, the first thing or Troy, I say, let the controller start parking or immigration.
Hey, sir, controller immigration papa no.
Nipa no ocho
no. Enye de oti echi.
Aye. O say catch controller and say you should start parking.
Enye akwa no oti echi.
Yeah.
Ne official bungalow wa ya.
You see, I say so some hunu so ama, say anema ne bon.
Ba mama yenka no kure say resource ni na baba omi obelusu one region aka ho.
General. Sisia.
Hey, hear me. Sir.
At this point.
What say?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh. So
no office.
Oh, obelusu.
No,
so far,
Say one win 3.
Yes.
So resource ni na ba say see dem wo here from east for ankasa ho no. Ade na obelusu obeka 2 regions.
Sisia MPP for no. At this point in time, one person who say Omaji money so big time.
Why not Nigeria so?
MPP
for Jomo so Akuffo Addo. Kenoforiata.
General.
Baumia Napo.
Omo ina MPP for.
Oh tria.
Omo MPP for. Omo na omo lead the NPP. And that at this point in time, Omakasa who said the will of the Ghanaian people can never be undermined.
Yeah.
The will of the Ghanaian people can never be taken for granted. Ghana for Jimmy da, and ye Jimmy so da. Some say for Kokromoti fan Kotraba. Granted. Ye the kukrumuti na chira wo say John Dramani Mahama of the NDC, who was once an outcast, and yet a certain 57%. One as all yes, Rabofona see, I will say, ye heli no. You are still marking time, crawling around 41%.
But Mahama Sanjay North East account. So say about me 134,655.
Ya so ne matan.
Oh, nyabutre.
Nyama free.
Oh, nyabutre. Ba me
Nyama bon.
Oh. Me we na me fama ma fia no nka ho asem. Ba me 134,000.
And I better the bosom.
600 nyabutre.
Any ne.
Oh, nyabutre 134.
That's how kwam me catch say say memo omo yo wukra na. Ye kwa ko tuni funu kra asadna ko court amo se monte ase.
134,655. 134,655. Aka 49 polling stations. Emedru ye. Bamia 134,655. You see, Mahama enya 133,987.
Yeah, amamu na aye and as we speak, there were 3 independent parliamentary candidates. Our parliament in the ninth parliament, even had 3 different independent candidates.
With the security in Semna Mokano, say a pese ye politics and ne or more yesusu say a baby bar MPB na. Ebia constituency wa fankrofo bia military police the service be ni nyina firo na yanya the genuine people on beso mo man no a JM betumi amaya endesa ohaw no because se we obia waso ana person o enter into security agencies no mu a yemma slot yemma o ye MPI ma slot bia o ye DC yemma slot yemma slot bia obia fa control do na so ni anko pese adwuma no se ye ne sa moye na police mu military mu aya amonyo sem ni na to betwa what is the make na say it's true at to betwa because yan sisa ginaye no na party wo ye ka MP before MPs wo mu die wom ahemfu bi die wom DC bi die wom enti ono wo kwa oye party adwuma onfa like on mine ho adwen e man team enti se ye betwa so ne etu ase a JM obetumi aye nye fast run come MP we ye minister ye ma obi ya fa the through way no fa nkopa adwuma ana me boa eno ano no ye de etu ase
Captain security no person can be only say you see appointments are yeah political and na me catch obi say there are a lot of people who are President Mahama and our win power and political party the nipa na ye. There are several ways you can reimburse people who made such contributions. But when it comes to sensitive appointments and yet compensatory initiative, where you say Captain Brian, there be not TV so come on no, it's not compensatory. It should be based on merit. Individuals or multi are demonstrating certain weight, intellectual dexterity, that kind of your friends and knowledge, expertise are here to face and solve problems. So yet we go on that particular line. An individual he has certain contract with you because it is about performance. That is why the Kyei will be to me above no. Nipano, you can judge him based on. But if we begin to reward individuals based on their loyalties to us, I know that they know. That is why it turns out to be a family cabal. I will be a the open security video. You see, it's just a symptom of impunity at choking the system. Because like President Akuffo Addo all but people saw him as a no-nonsense man. Now, Osha set that power. Chiraman for say, many partner your man am foul. Say the year but who didn't say Muna? I will deal with you. It's the reason why I was telling Obi say President Mahama person survivor. Nipa no be mo appointment nyina onsa mu nyina lie. Ask them the Kramonion fa na mala memra. The Christonion fa na sofo mra. Then you tell them say because say some no call bone a when na be ba pachawo. O hena fa na ka ho na tell them say me sha wanimunyam amount to me say go and serve the people of this country. If you mess up him for you have no business coming here to apologize to me. Well, yeah, you should know say what time aso you resign and I say you be sacked and you face prosecution. It's simple as that. But a reward system for people who made contributions based on whatever. At the end of the day, you know, you will end up failing those easy minds, our sensitive position, and this is what we get. Then to the police, and we are not kase we woman. Makase captain, obi already 25 years only nyansa. If you think you can use 6 months, now what 10 to become a wise person, now we need to wash and say, wow, yes, I know where Jimmy chance any pan.
Simple.
If you think you
be already 25 only answer,
and you think you can use 6 months to undo unscript stupidity after that person and give him a gun, you yourself, you're a fool. That is the problem we have with our security agencies. Sure. May I have suggested, say, yes, other countries, who call US, continue training, it's different, but you see, you need to look at your terrain. Now, what the international IO program? May I have suggested the police, you know, the police training college. So every single person will come out as a police, you know, I'll go through training college, either diploma or degree for 3 good years. Ebasana will be able to structure and know the number of people coming to the police anytime. The professional actor, the standard, everything. You take them through IT, then as well because police in the soldier, and you sa much bimo, and the agene, and IT, then as a forum. There are a lot of some of the people are minimal, and but there are some of the police person even tell WhatsApp crowd with him how to do it. How do you fight crime? How do you provide security? You understand? So you see, we need to set a stage, a platform. Build this police training academy, and you fire crowd now, or go for 3 years just like a teacher trainee, and I say nursing trainee.
Yes,
so,
6 months, 6 months.
And yes, 6 months because you can't use 6 months to train the fool to become way. My catcher say, so what are many pa only nyansa with a gunner? You endanger yourself and you endanger that particular person. Because when you are some kakra, you're working to now. No matter say police in Ibi or your Uber or Paul Juma or your Uber, and our fat a passenger on an echo. I'm saying they missed the road. Oh, come on, say, and I'm quite a sick and be about the car.
Yeah, sure.
And now, or say, Untiana, passenger is Untia. Siamin Tiana, I cannot be in the way where you two 10 or police in you. So psyche evaluation bang. I think that there are a lot because I'm parrying as much as I'm born about. So I've been one person, I'm criticizing a lot. Because I think that there are a lot of professional way I go wrong in his time. Investigation as far as basa. But I think that standard, you know, we need to uplift it. Because the very people I respect so much. Police for this people don't know the risk these people take. What their life on the line. For instance, what the police in the Kotana Bank say on more buyer. Say from for about on first target. But I'm say training don't go through in the several banks I'll be doing a police in or not to our scanning or join the phones so your coaches and then you could have the baby no bidding come up. But security and intelligence, you know, you are supposed to be scanning around every time to pick some quick intelligence, but you can't blame them because a 6 months training where we enlist party hooligans, hoodlums, need those kind of people because you're compensating more, now the 2 year more. And it's the reason why we are here. So I think that mechanics take off, you know. The take off must include all these things. You bet me there structure system. Now, who say yes, your police, you know, you can trust them, you can trust other state institutions as well. Now, council of state, in the council of Kamasama, and peace council, no. You couldn't put a chima, it means over ya. I just election young Kubia.
Okay, against
now, no Saturday, Captain Willis and Comubu too. Me ambassador, your friend saying, Smith, and you have a chapel for some people. Now you war a boa sour. Your friend say, you monitor elections. Oh, a man for Bahodi, your friends are 2. They shot 2 people in my presence. It's car yet seemed they were shooting over the car.
They shot 2 people in your presence.
They shot 2 people back on the and back on the 9 hour boa sour. I was there and you said, maybe drew a crowd 1 a.m. And you do I say they shot people, but they wanted to snatch the ballot boxes, not or more and stuff. But Sanyama way happened because Kumasi Nitachima they see and nobody investigated. Peace cans are not calling for peace. And Mahama and other people should come out. My culture say any peace that is negotiated on the premise of injustice, that is war in postponement. And to what to Ashada, you need to make sure say you set a stage. Obey now right. Sabi nipa come better because nipa bia no ha wo yet things right obasoreti a nipa but niama no I say ketase hyede hypocrisy bi we dey enka ne Enti yaba ha say yeti e say nema kobo ne we have every right say be kire adwen enti asofo we maka mo na tum 3 years 6 years enti ade bi be koso okroma mo makasa
8 years yes
8 years ade bi be ba mo makasa yes ayansafo no wo hefa I think say amani no obi ade yenyina ade yeyi my he ye ni NDC ye ni MPP yenyina we are one people they are kai nyina enti we have a responsibility to build a decent society that will give hope. Now, every America said, every I am benefited, but we cannot leave the stage for a man to do whatever that they want. Say, the generation to come will come and suffer. So even say I'm benefited, who say yes, Ghana, people who come will come and benefit because America, those who fought and set the stage for America's greatness, none of them had a chance to enjoy today. Abraham Lincoln, he was fighting for your first this federation and a booming. He was shot or theater we no be bone or be kuno. But so we are making that sacrifice today. Sebaya there will be a good takeoff. Politics and the mindset will change. Normally people feel say more power and kwan. We the people because say the party to in I have just say they hold people accountable. They will do the right thing. That is the only way out. And yentimi anya saade no na yeti wo na yeso yeah because I can't say anywhere in the world where you see sustained bad governance, nobody is innocent or a victim. We are all accomplices and sponsors. And this time we are not going to be sponsors and accomplices in anybody's crime enterprise. We are going to be citizens. They are the citizens in the or they nimguase and echo. And I think the President Akuffo Addo Tenasia no yes sober reflection the last 8 years. We are sure that regrets and the man is spoon at the beard be feeding home because near mano we are power sana there are Akuffo be child when she or we are free to no more or cannot cry because as long as they benefit from the system you are okay. Oh, and everything is cool and every nanka President Akuffo Addo timinya kukudo kasa or performance in chroma because some people were feeding him with falsehood and he was okay with it. So Maka said you don't build government with cronies and friends. You need critical minds, people who critique you, tell you the truth. Mr. President, this is not why we voted for you. Do the right thing. You need that kind of cushion, amount of energy to do the right thing. But because
they said that okay, Vincent said na not nase nebia ni previous videos to be or some call back koshe time ana or call program be minim se na ya kra ha. Or that or he be say yeah, but national or Bechiano say national anthem on sorry no yen say na regional minister that time Henry Cote or Kahona or Munye say no more call when she na yeah one national anthem no one baba jank one of the jankoman
yes
no oh the phone so me I mean like people say then I me power na ma me timu ye me da na say na ye de ba de you know nti na na de ono anepe yes, a quantity and pen and homasho no con. Na hard being said, ya to abano dini president na wie, no the same musuno, echo kamba umia. That's the only thing I would dream why because a hard because Obisubeka said Nasa Baumia no you're part of the government. Or your part Nasa can't have no father obey. Oh Timmy hey, oh me Johnny say. Yes, I'm massa, yes, I'm a
oh yes, I'm your cow
just resign.
Mikojo.
Okay.
I don't know say at point first year the man.
We see do any that's own pay resign America.
Resigning. Dear Kodo you say me say resigning.
It's about me there or
yeah, so that is the culture I am
fancy.
Nti me kwa announce so ba.
And then I say obi abako. I think that is the culture yam fancy you mu. Obi nye ba bi share na onya bibi kakra dia. Ya ton ya dwen. Because there be a catch in the past, yati hai, obi anya minister. But ye did that. When people see there are people who respect you for who you are.
Sure.
And what is the guarantee that the next year, my minister people will not respect me? You understand? So obi the ministerial position now, and as a more appointment to be now allow yourself say because of waiting you are forever indebted to that person. Obayen se buna. I know the day no credibility as for and a better through home. Because after all, what the 2 I did the basic. Kufuor be 8 years or 50 ne mewa. Kufuor was a former president. Was a president.
So
Rollins be 19 years or former hwehwe na unhu no. So power no say na betimi adi. President Mills, he was here once. President Mahama anyesa ba na waba ya. okotena fie no he became an ordinary person. You understand? So Ghana for the best way anymore. Until we know to me now. This idea as a watch at the top of baby. Sabi I'll be a constant reminder. Say, never did to me, ma'am. Akuffo Addo, one another popular channel Ghana 2016.
Yeah, 2016.
Ghana social media, people were hailing amount for were edge taxes and as for, but all of a sudden, and then as say, ya brabo. Ejo bra papa. Come and yes, sure say and there as way na yeka. Go to anywhere the entire scope of government we need that. There is no single sector which we can say, hey, papa, we are there we and the economy na bubu pansama. There is no Ghana economy and there. Sheka.
Who can ya free senior high school? Who can be a free senior high school? Free
SHS no say structural problems I war and ya de ketwa. So we lecturers in the binum na se for kasa. Because ya kasa be promise, ya promise me the beba, ya buy na beto twene ho. Ni pan tenase anwene ho. No policy framework, no guidelines, nothing. Maka say we ya de free a ya den ya de padodo beba mu. School and terminate at your friend say secondary school level. And a tertiary and konudua so na yem kwani wonso so. You need to build tertiary institutions. And the expand and I have an omo Lego no where I am. UCC I am. Tech I am. At the university be no mu wi omunkom. But we nim nyansa na wo plan ya. You also factor these things into consideration. Say okay, any free and padodo beba mu. We need to build infrastructure. Mahama see e-blocks. Mama modern e-blocks ni na say. And the yeme ya Kumase. Oh, but my idea said this time around some of you came home because unim Mahama mon Kumase and Twabama the NDC and Mahama. He built one of the biggest, largest medical village. Kumase. Abrantia the camera call home a minister fair program also catch say 6 months time be adwuma. Afari apratite it's a medical village. Now when you be a way man boy for brona adwumoni na wo tima. Anya hwe Kumase for Twabama. You have nothing to offer them. Obia bo modern kosi this facility si ho up to me atena se ama ade me say Akuffo Addo ho nyame oni ni bedi no owo gym opagya na de memwie ye
what's aka be
oh me say nyankopon na Akuffo Addo bedi no owo gym pagya na de onti se onti hwe onyam se wa lusu kra opagya ogeme na owia go to Sagleme ene omonya kokoduro akoton se de ma private sector. A dynasty pro because I say Collins Dauda dynasty OC Collins Dauda and Togo on China or Ghana. And the free say where this can answer why ya there take him through the process but a dynasty will see. Let people occupy, let put it to use. I see what I say, and you foolishly cause financial loss to the state. Also, all charge you before willfully causing financial loss. But what there you are foolishly causing financial loss to the state. Saglemeno, I saying. And several other projects are you know say enkranu hia sa na we and free SHS na be ade bi people are coming out of I say we make na and people think that we are joking. You see there was a time Abrante because say PhD ne Dutch passport but now people were saying say school for so let me say sometimes I na win him their work. The best thing that can happen to Obi is to have a taste of education. When maybe it's not your fault. That's okay, fine, we can move on. But you see, you go school say they be pay adwuma. We go to school for self-development. Taking care of society, deal with society's problem. Now, so when you're a it can enhance your capacity and your ability to do that. So when you get school, you make a mistake. What I say, but that is what we have become. Training people, giving them certificate. When indeed a trainer, there is absolutely nothing. We solve society problem because and then some of the innovative platforms in Ebani for say Ghana DNA say because somebody has been educated. Because model now educated for old archaic models. You cannot be inventive and answer very creative anywhere. KNUST, a university meant for technology. Captain, you do Kumasi lights, they go off. They don't have power. But by now you expect them to create certain saying solar wave the school people around the environment will have that particular thing. And so we are failing as a country. You understand? We are failing. So there are things that we need to do and make sure that education is not about men are master's degree, men are no. We need to look at the individual capacity in as a forum because sometimes you look at the trend. Near from America, they have a lot of institutions that are training people in comedy. Nigeria, yes, because world na no, this virtual world no, I'm making those enterprises some of the richest people in America are comedians. I brand to your bag and it's all a comedian.
Yeah, sure.
So when you realize these things, then you build the institutions that will build individuals or more particular, like you train people. I'm on the here and yet that guy is a joker.
Oh Jesus.
He's a joker. There was a platform here. Na amanfo ejina na omo ni ba bi o school no ko school abroad dem say wow, look at this. He thinks they're going to school abroad, no. Just say, hi God. And whatever me fan asemento nchan. So Captain Free SHS no. I think say your friend is say review that kind of structural adjustment. Your friend say legal framework. Any financial sustainability we betimi managina aba na dia aba obi antimi nka so ba be yefro, but I am with the conviction say enye obi an here free SHS. Enye obi, there are people who can pay and they pay extra. So you need to identify those people and set up some insurance where somebody can pay and even pay extra. Some of the corporations big multinational MTN and so forth. Sometimes they use this money to do some sponsor TV. So this money can be channeled into some of these enterprises, taking care of your friend is saying some of these adventures to develop people, because you need skilled labor. People are sabi. Because on my dear betum bia wasasi wesu bia no, you need skilled labor force. Individuals are or more knowledge, expertise, and the innovation back. Now, what me who problems, what can I analyze it, then you take it from there. But want to be an yasa, bisa when you need to your money position, when you need to and canasem, when you know what I say ya, or mind about them. And here we are today. So those of you who saw us on TV and you thought, say, we were disrespectful, we were talking harsh and as a forum, this is the reality. And you have gone to the polls and you have demonstrated clearly, saying, you've taken our side. Because, we don't hate anybody. But we have power, fire the right thing, impact on people positively. And we invest in human beings so that you can be proud and say, Captain Smart Otiway, I made him. That, I don't know, should be enough. The men I was 6 rooms, one is gone, and I say for them. Yeah,
all right. Men a million semi breaker because the Mia do my Ghana for actually about we say Siciano ye to an enye giant. Name ye the Yakuku as a Sunday actually. Baby, I echo ye corner some dream. And yet, Mahama home offensive. And the Atua Badiamano. And the end name the into the Atua Bamano. I dare back pay into the Atua Badiamano. Said Ghana, Kofa boy Cronwa che. Into Oma attention and Neddy. Oma attention, Kofo should pay for a name who no more editor Ghana.
Yeah, call EC office. Greater Accra office for me catch them said the last straw I ended before by adopted say make create confusion. Oh, various regional electoral commission offices and Ghana for your penny. Then share the echo so.
Have common streets. For the past 2 years, we don't have water. Yes. That's why we vote against her. We are voting for them all. Every 4 years, we are voting for them. We've not seen any good thing in our area. That's why we are voting them out. And we know that a Rabna won this election, so they shouldn't duplicate anything.
How did you know that?
Because we were there, the collation center. We were there. I slept there because I said I will not live these 4 years. I will not give cover. We will stand and see. We were there. So we want peace. They should declare, they should check and declare the big shit that they brought, the fake big shit that they brought. They should remove everything and declare for us. Otherwise, they will not get peace.
All right.
They won't die.
We are here for peace. We are just sending a profound warning to Akuffo. We know her scandals. We know her China scandals. She can bribe MPP members with 1,000 cities and fridge. For her to come and rule us, we will not allow a criminal like Akuffo to come to Ablekumanov again. Enough is enough.
Yes.
No
enough.
Arabina, no peace. No Arabina, no peace in Ablekumanov.
No peace. No Arabina, no peace. No Arabina, no peace.
All right. Okay, so just to give a little bit of background for Ablekumanov, it is a stronghold for the MPP, and since 1992, its inception, it has been the MPP winning that constituency. But for 2024 election, it is taking a different turn at all. The supporters and the constituents of Ablekumanov are saying that they want change and they want it now. It's either they go in for a Rabna Obain, who is the parliamentary candidate for the NDC, or there's going to be no peace in the constituency. So they are urging the EC to be fast with their declaration of the results. Okay, let me come to a young a man here. What do you have to also say with this?
Me pese me can be clear say Ablekumanov me announcer for since 1992 me pemende for 28 good years ya bra ma party ba kwa be 28 years me say rabla nwini na se mo mpese mo de nwini no ba ma no a e de no mo pese mo kire entawanta no pese ko se ni na ti wo ento njem se na be ya Ablekumanov obofo me ntoma pefra eno pe enanya yen asema wo wa no me ka ma no ko ekiri asem tiawa medase
greedy. Kyei free here, she shouldn't be greedy. Ablekumanov has done enough for her. She has been a member of parliament for 4 years. Not that alone, she has been an ambassador to China. I think she should be she's an ungrateful person. She should cheer us for what we have done for her. So this time around, if she didn't go well to you, it's just a matter of time. You just hand over to your opponents that you will congratulate her. And another 4 years will come. We are hoping for that. If that 4 years come and you are still alive, when the people like you, they will still vote for you. But don't bring chaos to Ablekumanov constituency. Don't bring tension to Ablekumanov constituency. But yes, so we are here. I was here when you were asking my sister whether we are leading. Yes, we are leading. Per yesterday, the coalition that they did here, they have done 219, and per the 219 coalition that they have done, Ablekumanov, a Rabina Obin, is leading 990. Yes, I'm telling you with a fact that we are leading 990. And yes, so left with 61 pin sheets that they need to calculate.
61 pink sheet from various polling stations within the constituency.
Yes, now all the constituency, the polling station that we have is 281. Yes, and now they have calculated 219. 219. And per that 219 that they have calculated, we are leading. If I say we are leading, a Rabina Obin is leading 990. So 990 living with 61 pin sheets. We are waiting for that. The old woman, Madam Kyei free said her pin sheet is not tally. So we are urging and pleading with her that if your pin sheet is not tally, we were here when we went to court, they said we should prove our pin sheets. Yes, we proved it. Yes, so we didn't get the opportunity. Here, you don't have your pin sheet. Please, we are leading. She should leave the seat for us, because it's the people who went to vote. So that's all we want.
They have chopped the seat of Ablekumanov for 20 good 8 years. You understand me? From Kwame Nabates, Justice Joe Apia, Akuffo Addo, Akuffo want to come back again. Never in our life. We will never agree. We will never agree. We have to be Akuffo Addo. We should stand so that this will be the election for us. That's all.
All right, thank you. So the results have not been declared already by the EC, but the crowd is already agitated that it is either they give the winner to a Rabna Obin, or there is no peace in the constituency. That is their cry, and that is what they are calling for. We will be moving in shortly inside to also engage with the EC and know what is going on, since we saw Sam Nate George, who is the parliamentary candidate elect for Ningo Prampram and the incumbent MP for Ningo Prampram, to see how things are also faring there. Stay tuned, we'll be bringing you more updates, and over to you at the other side.
What my aba?
Mefrel. So that for ni Irabina Obey Entua Encomono so ono na ebeto musa ablikuma north wa wini na almost he as a yaye bibi oho man for no say omonti ase era mache.
Oh yeah, near patronate saying.
Ya me adom me hoye me ho say wa bre.
When the day.
Bibi am fine why?
Me patro you.
E den na ekoso. E den na ekoso ma ntie.
Oh, mami tie for ni. Ashefo na ensesenya na munim no nse yakoto aba that in December 7th me dano wo ko na baby answer me to aso no mami congratulate me papa me president his excellency John Dramani Mahama Akuffo Addo shawa na we shawa ipebi ntimi nya ho hwenti the Ghana for na se so me hu say the administration na ye no man sa de na ba na me pa chao Mr. I'm say you hear the EC office or kakenti.
Okay.
Mr. From now quickly no near Sanya Tinede say yeah we need elections no minia na you started collation and MPP force started say almost some lose no almost started some smuggle pink sheets into the collation center. Now through the vigilance of the people, no, you to me actually one do na and then nyasem kitwa. Me look at the yenaye Saturday between the linear menaye na medda what friend is saying the grassroots, the supporters, sympathizers. Me nimne rabna ye Akuffo we tell me odo eti say me ko ebro me so. Nti me do mase and dry ya ba a regional office. Yababe pimpim swa anope so ye twaso nti enche ye wo mu bia na nse be ba be todwa na ye ho
Mate Rabina BBS here be safra wo de kona koye de mo Canada fe so Rabina obi no ablekuma north na ote den kan ye mamma ne nko na ade no sese na wajugon why you go? Then why pato? Why you go? Oh yeah. I mean check me a penny. Do trim. Me need JB corner office because I'm so off. I'll see yes. So start to pack or pictures no. Pictures no do so office. I will call position. So so oh call. Mo be call. Na kwa bwana mana pack pictures no.
Kwa bwana. Na when you're a politician all you need to know is you see first no and na nipa kakra bi control media. Omo mo yefunu no mo som. Sa text message within journalists for no. Nipa kan obekire mu no or kind text message abana se for. And platforms na bu and young people are being educated.
What's it?
Me say text message reading journalists for now me kind text message about church and say mo. Omo ban na gu. And now those platforms people don't even watch it. Opa go and check their numbers. Number check it hard there. Then you see the difference. See young people are near active and they are consuming information. I can't say obi no consuming information as I see we so obe remain the same. The information will either enlighten you and give you the passion to act on it. It's the reason why young people and two parties and a no mum omo etimi getting involved in our politics. And these diverse platforms here by I think say capture more about the kind because through your platform a lot of advocacy is in as for Akoso and now we are Kevin Taylor. So we hear nipa ko hear medal pa and they say you gold medal near the to come.
That's right.
Because we're using the time, the energy, everything. But obitu kwankwa bontia you can decide not to get involved in politics happening here then as for. But on daily basis, whatever he does, and I don't know, but I think say, or ya there back what me educate the people. You may not like his methods, but Charlie, governor no more, you know, must say ding. And penimfo abinuma yo much so munsu nyansa. So sometimes you need to speak to them in a language they will understand. So I think that Kevin did a great job. As ono ankasa shu be happy say adwuma na oye na so abamfaso and several other people are obo mudi and other platform. But going forward, it's not going to end here. We need to elevate this discourse to a level. Politicians will come and be afraid of people in the media, are afraid of young people, because it is about the deeds, the work, and what you do. It is not about me free hand or meto about me. Microphone, me feed way. No, yenya sabi yenya dogs and will be feeding. We really need to tell people say, "Adiye to me ma say brabaye nyuma mayen." Adiye say won san waye. That is the only thing. That is what the last time I was telling you. Said the relationship that must exist between power and the people should be mutual respect and intellectual kinship. It's not a matter of pity. No, that shouldn't be the relationship. And young to near my year, now you're making sure say this NDC MPP duopoly. What baby now I'm say it to be so easy to break it up. Because politics, there are a lot of people are about to TikTok the emotions. They casa boom boom boom. They don't even understand politics. And as for office out too, you need to work for it. Pop it up election year. 6 months to election now. Once some reform one no say may I jam come and Baba Ghana. We just serious. And I'm a catcher say Ghana and Lotto agency. So we are serious all per power. Build institution, establish it, make sure say you're able to establish your branches and organization and as for 1 year, let people believe in the vision. Tell people say you as a person, you have what it takes. Because you see, you are individual and would you dominate him one casa or capacity. Your intellectual waiting as if for crime for our 10 near saying as if for important and sana nipa bedi wechi and kaya fix the country. People were calling for change, young people no more lead that particular change. Any of them so follow any of these things, because when you see or more attitude posture near more you see that these people are just funny doing toy things. They are living in their own world that you can't take them serious. So who say you didn't fall for such cheap things, and you know why? Because we are serious-minded individuals. We know what is going to happen. I said, you follow suit. But you table, no so accountability is the key. I don't care whether Muhammad now win and I say we now win it. All that we expect is that we do the right thing, because the power not is for the people, it's for their welfare until they need to be mount. All that you need to do to invest that particular power wisely, make sure say, because life no obodru baby enye sika. Because nipa bagana ha benye sika omo obi ankaya omo. There was a time I went to a university na me some student be kasa na me kan about world politics in the way na maybe so omo say omo mo sika fo go omo Ghana ha dey no obi ball Dako farms. Dako no one farms and so obi anhu nipa kra wo kan asem. Why? Because isn't about money. But na kwame nkroma wo bo nkroma no kwan no amfa kwame na nso so a amafo dim de wo kan. But nkroma no nya rich person. But he lived a legacy a transcending beyond generation. Africa and nkroma abaye political way obiya etekiki anya anything extraordinary. He realized that power na wanya no or the best serve nipa or the best build the future on taking care of the family or man a wife enko to gold chain a bag. Oh yeah, na my makeup box ni yachi enyi Ghana for sabi ahomtie wo kanyansa sema ye nka kasa fi nkyerɛw at some point in time na wa wadamfo kojo pon kroma na wadan YouTuber only say wa be YouTube page oh hey and not information minister na for ye de djuma di asha wonsa. So you could see say these people at some point in time they lost focus. They didn't even know what they were doing. Obi e ye the upper because akonwa na maka chese oman na panyini bi anim papa na oda no oda otisokwa as panyini. But when it comes to responsibility as a president, Akuffo Addo from day one demonstrated clearly say onye leader or ye or basa or rane or mine just like anywhere. So that is why I was telling you say he was running Ghana like a Ponzi scheme. Only plan, only anything. Now, Obi and the maiden edition, we speech back in Kanchra or the chair say, or one can say new vision on his own. And their mind, the other year, you know, what's baby a man surprise? So, mistaken a Ghana for a year, your cost on hair, and on some soya share. And you saw her, we invited it upon yourself because Obi and I a very smart person, be over to make people into the future. Looking at the personality, the posture of Akuffo Addo and so on, you could see clearly that guy was a scam from the beginning, or a fraud theory. And you can't, you're nitro fraud now, or he is going down as the worst president in the history of Ghana. Kufuati Obi NDC, Obi MPP, but people respect him. for the legacy I only here until recently no make a comment and a man for a pouncing on him. But Kufuor has lived his life over the years and people accord him as that former president. Yeah, first the Rollins, the same thing. But you say Akuffo Addo and temu okwakotena obeti akotena house ndiem. Because forever people will tell him say he's the worst president. And that particular legacy is cemented. Until we need to me captain make sure so the being MP no muko tu no friend saying Eugene. You see, my culture says convictions make a man. Or conviction and they make you. He saw it early. He pointed it out. He told them, said, this is our party. You cannot allow Kenoforiata and few other people. That guy led the delegation. Say, you took Kenoforiata. He became an enemy. Omoko kumasi kotuno. And you need to change. But these are men you need to build a party. Sa papa no minim no da, but I respect him a lot. To have a conviction to stand against people are Sebi. Among for free say you can't go against them. And you baby your friend what Eugene say watch then Eugene. Baby Otibia today he's a hero. Because he saw it, he warned you, you didn't listen. Look at the embarrassment today. And no say chairman and as if we not in channel mo say. We told you so. Because arrogance got to almost everybody within the MPP. Even their own ranks, they didn't respect them. And a few show boys and I got down more and they were running the show. And I'm penning for and I said, more knowledge and then I said, for no man, you need to consult them. At some point in time, changes keke kura kufa do be say, for we sin China for we brano. Oh yeah. Nipa na we din sem hunu di bone, na you were giving them position. Sa branch here no so we show we sa galam say campaign here or lose the city. I also be show no.
What's Mrekuduka?
Obia the scandal abasei. Now we are president, I want respect for your people. Anya she Tamakwa with you see Jubilee House not here every day. I say Anya Kukudosa uncle contested for MP. Now we are saying you can't disrespect people. Or to me no in a real year ekobanyina nipa na de be mawo. So when you to me na and we are here can wa wo banso na usua be free because there is nothing like first time. Ko ba bia wa betena na obi atena hodada. What I say na make no position bia betena we ase bia no obi atena hodada. Until you need to learn from the mistakes of others. Those are bound to fail. And those who are failing to learn from the mistakes are those who have gone no. So I think it's a lesson Ghana for most of the young people are very knowledgeable. They follow track what is going on. Promises be what make it be at any point in time. If you cannot do, come back, tell the people and apologize to them. I said I will do this, but due to A, B, C, I cannot do it. So we can do it this way. And Nipa Betty was here. Kufuor at some point in time.
Yeah, I apologize.
Fighting corruption and as a form of not in general, say easy, sir. You understand? Though that is what you need to do so that you enlist the support of the people. Because who are buying a boka neman ko yemano, not citizens, sorry, Jim say a bejo. Men found quite you come over South Korea. Omokwaje IMF Sika. A buying the good intention of what is kind of the year near my name Koye. Citizens now sort of say, you musa what they are papa na kwaji sika why they obey bia enye enti yanka say bebo captain we call the bank account no kwaji sika they will go no akofa ba we will silver no akofa ba they line up on the street of Seoul. You can google it and read wodo musika mu go no mo diamond command ban say je na fakutuaka because the people knew that the government was for good. Na dia Akuffo Addo ye obi kura ba so beto Ghana office nka Ghana for nko beto ama no at some point in time, at some point, not Ghana for fed up. Say, what time president? I'm saying, they could see press. But not what time. So I think, say, going forward, these are Nema, yes, yes, now, young country, who say, on my Ghana is the only place. Political parties are vehicles that you use to capture political power. Or capture power, the rest and your politics about putting right institutions at the right place, putting right people at right position, making sure say the whole governance will not become a cesspool of corporate interest, individual greed. Then I say for no man, among for we take advantage near the didi. Now we are baba sevunipa. Anna obuo yemfo obuo manipa. All right. A koba.
There's this common cost so cheddar in a year about polling station na baby oto aba no onya 1 cheda ankasa 1 to aba na ono a cheda na ankasa 1 to aba na ma ono a na ho
nti omo no mo TikTok ye third force na ka chose munye serious politics no yam fa emotion na yo men tena TikTok can say muni say tena say learn politics if you understand it now with it your first knowledge back here there are certain decisions you don't make you think you can just pop up Akuffo bibia say when is how you dey now you move free say agrobi na ye di wa you need to get serious
yampon
me le go do ye be pon
wo pon me
na me ba afutuo kakra ne niema bi a happen ye wo Akuffo Addo amamom na ye nyina me ne wo Ivan ne je bia kwoto aba eyo mampani at point ye hu say ye finance minister ne nkoye kenoforiata Ghana ni bia sorry say yem pepapai na na say gon MPs o more parliament wo government mu sorry tia say yem peken na na say gon after last minute uhu sade na say wie no asay wie aye hu wie ye amukọ no na akoyi no head of BBO
international finance minister
you have baby
company advisor on finance
on finance you know enti mo na mo pe nyame ya de besa ba nyumre ya wiyo
ba mi asa kasabio yenjai
we do na party for kra na
party for
so we dey share we
he's done no the political career
no ba mi is done.
Oh,
yeah, the political career has ended.
Oh
no.
No.
Oh, na say me MPP me peni po ba be di o man so ye.
Because there is no promise in the MPP.
Ya kwese bola bia begu ya so say leader.
Na Akuffo na pa be running.
Say em toy president o.
Akuffo na pa be running mate. Edidi atem.
Yenye real. Em say for.
Ya pa.
Ya ponya me ya do me bonu nsia. E be saba. That's it. Bye bye.
O camera